Welcome to episode 5. We are now at the midpoint of this course. Good stuff. We're getting into fun stuff now. Frames per second. So in the last video, we talked about how quickly your pictures or your frames are taken. This is how many pictures or frames are taken in a second to create video. Let's start with the industry standard from what you watch when you watch movies. 24 frames per second, or 23.976 frames per second, is the lowest frame rate that your eyes cannot see the individual frames. So we are getting as close to the point of being able to see individual cuts without our eyes being able to catch it. So what happens when you deviate from this number? Cool stuff. The lower you go, if you were to film at 6 frames per second, that is 6 pictures in a second. If you were to bring this back to 24 frames, you were basically taking 30 seconds worth of footage and shrinking it into 7.5 seconds. What does that mean? You are going to have fast moving footage, which is also known as a time lapse. Vice versa. Let's take 60 frames, but we have to stretch it to make sure that we can get 24 in a second. It's gonna do the opposite. We are going to now get slow motion footage. These are basic numerals. You can go all the way up to 1,000 frames per second, making it so it is super slow motion. You could go to 1 frame per second and have the quickest time lapse ever. Now let's shift gears back to how quickly our pictures are taken. In order for you to get natural or a desired motion blur, which is basically the blur of my hand. This is motion blur. You can't really see my hands because they're blurring. And now you can see them. You want a natural motion blur. Natural motion blur comes at a 180 shutter angle. If you haven't been writing notes, get ready, because we now need to learn shutter angle, which is going to deal with motion blur. If I'm shooting at 24 frames per second, the equation is multiply 24 by 2, which gives you 48, and then slap a 1 over it to make it a fraction, 1 over 48. Shooting at 24 frames per second is 1 over 48 shutter speed. Now, if we were to want to shoot at 60 frames, what do we need to do? Multiply 60 by what? Good job, by 2. And what does that get us? No, it gets us 120. So we're gonna have 1 over 120 as our shutter speed. Now, the 180-degree rule is meant to just give a natural, real-life look at what our eyes see in motion blur. If we were to only adjust the shutter speed, but not the frames, we are going to be able to see a lot more movement than what is naturally seen, which can give you an intended look. Vice versa. Everything that you do in your camera is meticulously done for the details. I hope you're writing down. If you weren't, go back and watch again. If you still have questions, make sure to reach out into the community, and I'll see you on the next episode. We'll be talking about white balance.